welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to... Skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31. Ace. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year. And
it's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Number 14 with the catch and score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with an end around. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even.
He's going for it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels,
he lets it fly. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown Razorbacks! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Feeling some heat. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Irish! The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Now on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. He's right on target. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral it, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the tailback. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Gonna run it. It's Young. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the pass is intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, he'll fire. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
Now on second down and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got it set up on the outside. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna take off. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Off play action. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
On first down, here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Notre Dame, number 23, with the defensive score.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Arkansas 37, Notre Dame 28.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Jackson will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. Skips away from pressure. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Pressure coming. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He'll start this drive firing. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
This time he's got it.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually so big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them...
Gonna let it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this...
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they went flea flicker, hoping to catch the defense off guard. I got to be honest, David. I don't think the defense was fooled. It was almost as if they were expecting that play. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And you're trying to make the big play. And you're trying to capitalize on momentum and trying to create something and hit the home run. But you're right. Nice job staying disciplined. You could tell when the running back took the football, he didn't want to run the football. You could tell he was flipping it back. Nice job by the secondary, forcing the incompletion.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, route.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They'll line up to go for two. Jackson gonna throw it. Trying to get to it. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Getting set for first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 51, Notre Dame 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Excellent field position here for the offense. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that You know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Unloads it left. He caught it.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal.
Blue 42 strong. Blue 85. Blue 80. Easton.
Back to the air one more time. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arkansas, 57. Notre Dame, 28.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Gets away. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead of how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. He unleashes a long one. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll try to get outside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame. Number 14. Hall today in the end zone.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. On the option. Now the pitch. Tripped up for the tackle.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. It's a flea flicker. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that is being scored.